We're going to be featuring a relatively unknown Cambodian artist. Her name is Marine Key, and the work is titled Setting Off, and it's site-specific to the Botanical Museum. So what is very exciting about Marine Key's work that is quite different to all the other works that are coming out of Cambodia at the moment is that she works with print. What she's presenting at the Biennale will be a very layered installation, literally and metaphorically, if you will, because what she's done is she's taken inspiration from Peranakan motifs and Khmer motifs, and she's layered them one on top of the other. She's produced then a new hybridized print that really reflects on the Peranakan culture as being a mesh of various different cultures, and also her own journey as a Cambodian that traveled first to Hong Kong and then to Paris, and then now deciding to be based back in Cambodia. We're featuring a husband and wife artistic duo called Fa Sao Lao and Chu Siong from Laos. The partnership of Fa Sao and Chu is that Chu Siong relays her dreams to Fa Sao, who happens to also be the village shaman, and he in turn also interprets the dreams and names them. So each of the characters that we see behind us are actually spirits, and they've all been given names. Then with Fa Sao Lao, his is more rooted in the Hmong ethnic group's migratory journey from Mongolia all the way to Luang Prabang, where he and his clan are based at the moment. When it came down to selecting artists from Vietnam, so we have Bui Khong Khan and Nguyen Phong Linh. And then with Bui Khong Khan, whose work have actually a very strong material presence. So with Khan's work that we'll see, it's made out of jackfruit wood, which itself, because he's combined new and old jackfruit, you actually see a beautiful sort of spectrum of brown and a beautiful warmth that fills the space. But the carvings out of the wood itself are really where the work lies, jackfruit wood. It features very predominantly in this region of the world and actually is prized for having numerous uses in itself as a material. So that he's used jackfruit wood in this, and only jackfruit wood in this installation, really makes you think about the tenaciousness, the adaptability, perhaps not just of this material, but of the Vietnamese people itself as well. Then can you walk us through the installation that you're featuring in this Biennale?
For the Biennale, I have 3 works in one theme title. It's called The Memories of the Blind Elephant. I wanted to create a black box of memories, which saying a lot of fragments, like history fragments, memories fragments. It's about the mapping and learning the geographic of this Central Highland in Vietnam. The first work, when you enter the gallery, is called The 9 Piece of Forehead Bones. Was produced during my research about the Central Highland. And once upon my travel, I found an abandoned temple of the Champa minority people. And one of the control is when a human dies, the people will bury the human underground for 3 years. And after that, exhume the grave and burn the rest of the bones, and they will carve the forehead into 9 pieces of coins. So 9 images surrounding a black room, and the 9 light from the headlines of the workers who go to the forest to do meal tapping, rubble tapping in the middle of the night and create this installation. The other room is a video. I realized that I'm much more interested in the landscape of Zarai today, like how people live and how the ethnic people work, and how they raise the elephant for tourists. So for the last trips, I decided to just forget about the rubber plantation, but shooting the landscape of Zarai today. The elephant that I approached was half blind, and it worked in the tourist field, which is near the rubber plantation. And I was very interested in how people exploit the resources in Zarai today. And I decided to edit the film very abstract. And the last work is the series of the red Bazan soil drawing. The red Bazan soil was so red, like all of the people there, their clothes, their skin was covered by this color, and even you wash it doesn't go away. So I'm very much attracted to this Bazan soil and decided to create a series of drawing based on this red Bazan soil mixing with glue. But I also want to try to make a more kind of sculptural form with the soil and the rubber.